Hello, this is TJ with Netpicks Inner Circle and the trade of the week. Before I get into the trade of the week, I wanted to show you where you can find out more and follow along as we go. We're posting these trades of the week nearly every week. Sometimes there's more than one trade of the week. You want to go to netpicks.com/trading-tips.com. You could see the URL right there, and I will post it in the comments. And there you'll be able to follow along with our trade of the week, as well as see recaps and a lot of other excellent content, which is designed to help you become a better trader. You can see that my colleague Mike just posted his trade of the week as well, which is an options trade for Halliburton. You'll also find a video replay of our last crude oil inventory report, which is something I like to post on YouTube as often as possible. This has been a trade plan that has been going for quite some time. It's been very successful. And if you just scroll down, you see there's some really great content. Walkthrough of the pound Aussie. And here's the trade of the week that I want to recap for you. I put this out on February 19th. We'll start with this. It's a long trade on the USD CAD, a Forex pair. So let's kind of review that, and then I will present to you a new trade of the week. Stay tuned, and I'll get to that in a few moments. So right around the 19th of February, right here where this green arrow is, I presented this trade, which would be to get in sync with the entry. This little plus sign is the entry on this US CAD daily chart. The trade had triggered in a week or so earlier and it was still developing, and we had the opportunity to actually grab that trade if the price were to come back up. And as you can see, it did, and anyone taking that trade would be doing pretty nice right now because it has hit the first objective level. We call that the money management level. It's that tiny little pinprick dot on the chart, and when the price hits that level, we want to eliminate our risk and possibly even lock in some profit by moving our stop. So you can see the stop began down here, and it has since moved up above our entry. That locks in about 33 pips or so, and when you factor in spread, you probably got, 30 plus pips of profit locked in. Now, our target objective is quite a bit higher up, so this trade could take some time. We're going to try to get to these targets here, 32.86, 36.08, 46.07, 54.77. Along the way, we're going to start trailing this orange line here. It needs to catch up still, and it will unless the price comes back down and stops us out. So worst case scenario, it comes down and we stop out for about a 30 pip profit. Best case scenario is we just keep riding it higher and higher. We may not get to all these higher targets, but we'll have our trailing stop locking in more and more as we go. So basically it's having our cake and eating it too. It's a nice position to be in. The Spotlight Power Trader shines a spotlight on high percentage setups. When we're in a long trade, all the bars are green. When we're in a short trade, all the bars are red. And when we're flat, the bars are gray. Okay, so it's pretty nice. It's easy to follow, and psychologically it helps you because you're not so concerned about the wiggling up and down. You see the green bars, you don't need to do anything but stay long. So that's a quick look at how the spotlight works. The little plus sign, of course, is your entry, and when you click on the trade, the entire trade is here for you. Plan your trade your plan. You got some reward and risk information. It's very comprehensive, makes it a pleasure to trade. Very easy, no guessing, and we know everything we're going to do from start to finish before we even place the trade to begin with. All right, so with that in mind, let's take a look at this week's trade of the week. This is another spotlight chart. This is a daily chart of an ETF, USO, United States Oil. And this is a commodity play, obviously. We're going to be shorting US oil, but instead of shorting the actual shares, we're going to be looking to buy puts. Put options gives us the opportunity to sell at a higher price. So as the price goes down, we lock in profit. So this trade, much like the US CAD trade, triggered in back on the 7th, ironically and coincidentally, the same day as the US CAD, only this is a short. And the trade is still developing. It definitely was under some pressure. The stop is up here, and I might even be inclined to move the stop a little higher up. If you wanted to adjust it above that swing level, you could place your stop at 1331. I've got the stop placed at, I put it at 1321, but I think 1331 might be a worthy adjustment. Anyway, regardless, this trade hopefully is going to push lower. Now, you'll see that it's hit the entry a number of times, and these two spikes down on these current bars have set what could be a near-term support level, the low of 1210. So even though the original entry was to buy puts if the stock price were to hit 1217, we're making a little adjustment now, and since we're just going to be looking to get in trade and get in sync with that earlier setup, we're looking to get in at 1209. So we want to see the price push below that tail by one tick, okay? Because we don't want to give up too much of our profit potential. The original entry was at 1217. So we'll look to buy the May 13 puts at 1209 if the USO share price gets to 1209, okay? And our first objective is our money management level. If the price of the ETF gets to 1148, then we're going to move our stop to a break-even position. Maybe we'll be a tiny bit underwater still. It depends on how the orange line moves. But we're going to base it on the original entry of 1217. So the stop will probably go, to 1216. So maybe we'll have a few pennies of risk, but we'll move that and eliminate the risk as the price pushes further down. We're going to want to take 20% off at target 1, target 2, target 3, and the rest off with the trailer. In fact, you could even do 25%. There's a target much further down, but this is a pretty sizable trade, and unless there's some sort of catastrophe, I doubt that oil is going to fall all the way down below $8 here, but you never know. I mean, that is a target 4, but because it's such a large trade versus some of these smaller ones over here, my guess is the trailer will take it out before it ever gets to target 4. So that's why maybe a better move would be to go 25% off at target 1, target 2, target 3, and then down. These are relatively low-cost options, by the way. More conservative traders can buy the June 13 puts. If the trade takes longer, that would be another good choice. Either one, I think you'll do fine. All right, so that's the trade of the week. Stay posted. Keep an eye on the Trading Tips blog, and check back on our YouTube channel for updates and subsequent trades of the week. If you like what you see and you want to stay informed, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, bookmark our netpicks.com trading tips blog, and as always, reach out to us with any questions. Feel free to ask. We love questions, and maybe even consider looking into our inner circle, where you can gain access to all our great training and access to this amazing strategy, the Spotlight Power Trader, amongst many other great strategies that we have. Thank you for joining me, everybody. This is TJ with Netpicks.com and our trade of the week for the Spotlight Power Trader and the Inner Circle.